All right, so it's Miss Edwards. I'm back for part 2 for 3.3 subtract integers. So now, this time we're gonna still subtract, but they're gonna be slightly different. In these two problems, we were subtracting a positive. Now we're gonna be subtracting a negative. So the third example is find 1 minus negative 2. So the rule is still the same. I'm still going to add the opposite. So I keep 1 the same. I change this to a plus sign. And now the opposite of negative 2 is positive 2. And I'm just changing the sign of the second number. And 1 plus 2 equals 3. Really easy. Whenever I'm subtracting a negative, I end up adding. So whenever you see these two kind of right next to each other, when you're adding or subtracting, they kind of just become plus signs. All right, let's do number 4. It says find negative 10 minus negative 6. And again, I'm going to just use the same subtracting integers rule, which is keep this the same, negative 10, change this to a plus sign, and change this negative 6 to a positive 6. Or like I said up here, you can just, whenever you see you're subtracting a negative, you just turn both of them into plus signs. So it becomes negative 10 plus 6. And now I know the rule for adding two integers with a different sign. And then I have to subtract them and take the sign of the bigger number. So 10 minus 6 is 4, and the number that is bigger, or the bigger absolute value, is negative 10. So my answer is going to be negative. So my answer is negative 4. Again, same thing. Keep the first number, change it to addition, change the sign of the second number, and then now you have an addition problem. And you have to remember the adding integers rules. I know there's a lot of rules to remember, but if you are adding two negatives, then your answer is just a bigger negative. If you're adding a negative and a positive, you subtract and take the sign of the bigger number. You can go ahead and try it, and good luck.